Simulation Theory 7. Heaven. Dear ones, me as Shiva God and Kirsi greet you again. And today I think we have a very interesting topic for you all as humankind. Yes, Simulation Theory 7. Heaven, our dear human friends. And me as Shiva God, I have educated Kirsi that she knows how this protocol goes when you decide to leave the planet Earth lens and you want to go to the light, to the heaven. And we have traveled through this simulation in the energetic level with Kirsi the same way when your soul leaves this planetarian lens and goes to the heaven level. And she has seen all the protocol, how we treat souls and how they will keep going into the next lifetime and while resting for a while in the heavenly level. And Kirsi is also aware of those heavenly helpers who are coming to help you when your soul is ready to meet your all ancestors and family members and closest entities which you have had. But also every entity you are having a spirit guide who will come when you are leaving this planetarian lens to take care of you in the astral realms. So it is not an automatic, our dear human friends, that is fully orchestrated process how your soul will be treated and honored when you will go transform yourself to the other realms. Yes, our dear human friends. And also I wanted to tell you because now many of the souls will be leaving this planetarian lens because of this timeline jump. And some of you are not going to make it to the 5D timeline because you are not following the light, our dear human friends. And you need to take a little bit different round through these heavenly realms, kind of, but in the between space. Like when you, these like dark entities, when you will leave this planetarian lens, you will have also another opportunity to choose. Every entity, when your soul will leave this planetarian lens, you will be given an opportunity to choose. Do you want to go to the light or do you want to continue the God school? Maybe with your evil friends in the other planetarian lens. And if you are ready to go to the light, you need to pay all the consequences what you have done in this lifetime. All of them, our dear human friends. And that is the reason many of those so-called satanic followers, they choose not to go to the light after they are finished with this planet Earth lens. They are so scared what will come because they didn't follow the light while living in this planetary lens called Earth. Yes, our dear human friends, maybe you never thought that how this process will go on after all the crimes you have done at the planet Earth lens during the entire human history. So, and if you are not ready to go to the light, then you will live to the between space. What means that there are other criminals too, our dear human friends, who are looking, many of them, they think that they still exist in the planet Earth lands, and they are wondering that no one is hearing of them. Only my light beings who are able to lift souls to the heaven, our dear human friends. And Kirsi is one of them. I have been educating her how to lift souls up to the heaven, our dear human friends. And she knows that the protocol as well. And many times those entities who have died accidentally, like sometimes Kirsi has been helping, for example, those young entities who have been driving with the car very quickly and then they crashed and they have died with the car accident very suddenly. And those kind of entities, they are not aware where they are because their soul couldn't process this death process like in the natural way. And they start to wander around. They think they still exist, even that they are not in their physical format anymore. Because normally when these car accidents happens, first they will take them to the hospital to see, and if they will pass there, so they will be taken to the next level to prepare the death processes. And this makes for the soul kind of blackout how they died. And that's why we need this kind of entities in the planet Earth lens who are able to understand how this kind of entities will be treated with a care. And Kirsi has been helping herself some entities, for example, this kind of young entities who can see them, see her, because Kirsi is seen in the energetic level like a very tall light pillar. That's the way they see her, and those entities who have died suddenly, they start to go towards those light pillars which I have sent to the planet Earth lens, plenty of them, but not so many. They need to find a little bit that they can see a lot of light. And for example, these young teenagers, they come directly towards the light. Somehow they understand that they need to go to see the light, to go further, and someone will explain them what has happened. And when these kind of entities come to see Kirsi, she is always contacting them and letting them to tell what has happened. And many times they don't remember anything and they just wonder that why no one is not answering for us, because we are looking help, we want to go home. And they don't really understand that they are not living in this reality anymore with the humans, the way that you are aware what is going on. And then they are wondering that no one is talking to them, and it makes them very upset. And then we will be discussing always with the light beings and our light helpers that what is the way they want. And if they want to go to the light, then my light helpers will help them to go to the light. And then our heavenly helpers will come, like Kirsi, she has many heavenly helpers who comes whatever situation we are. And because we are multidimensional beings, and Kirsi is very aware of that, she can exist at many timelines at the same time. So she is connecting the way how those timelines are able to connect, and then she will be helping those entities go forward. And also those heavenly helpers, they will help those souls who will be leaving now. Many of you, our dear human friends, and those heavenly helpers will help you, and you are also able to give your own opinion. Do you want to go to the light, or do you want to live in the between space, or do you want to go practice as a darkness planetarian lens? And then the protocol will come that way. But those entities who have made a lot of crimes, like you have now at your own planetarian lens, that 1% of elite, you will have an extra lesson with this protocol. You all will be facing me as your own creator God from the light, and we will have a long talk, our dear fellow brothers, and we will go through everything you have done in this past lifetime. You can be sure of that. And some of the entities we will take without death processes, and you will have a justice, the galactic light justice by the universal laws. Because those entities, they are those entities who have been manipulating your laws, the human-made laws, the way that no one will catch them when they make their own crimes. And unfortunately, our dear fellow brothers, it is not possible anymore, because we are already ruling over your entire planet, Earth lands, and we don't have any elite gateways to any of you. So forget those man-made laws. You will be facing me, every single one of you, and we will have a long, very long talk about the life and the values of the life and the meaning of the soul and the meaning of all those crimes you have made. And this heavenly Rome is operating the way that all the lessons you didn't learn in this lifetime, you need to learn in the next. So all your crimes which have been accumulating on you during the human history, they are there waiting for you in the next chapter. Yes, our dear fellow brothers. And this I wanted to tell you already, that you can prepare yourself when you will be asked, do you want to go to the light or do you want to continue with this between space, or do you want to go to the darkness to learn what darkness still means? You will have all these opportunities. And this between space, it means that you are not under the light or darkness. You are your own, our dear human friends. And that is the place I told about those young people who dies in the car accidents or car accident. They will be in the between space and no one is hearing about you. And there are many spiritual souls wandering around and scared. There is a lot of fear because you can't trust anyone, because you don't know, or are those souls coming from the darkness or light. But they are in the similar situation that they are afraid to give the answer from the light or darkness. So they decide to stay in the between space. And we let them stay because that is also a learning lesson, how you have treated the other entities at your own life. And then they get very scared what is going to happen later. And then this energetic simulation will be real for all of you, our dear human friends, even that you didn't understand it at your own human or computer life. So this one I wanted to tell you. And if you choose to go to the light as a soul, there will be heavenly helpers coming to help you, and you need to pay all the consequences what you have done in the past human life, and we will be planning your next incarnation the way that all those lessons which you didn't learn, you will learn them in the future, in the next lifetimes. So the life is all about to grow as a soul towards the light, our dear human friends. And that is my God school as well for you. And this death protocol is there also, that you are able to grow and move forward. Maybe in the past lifetime you choose that between space, and later you got to the light, you got a new incarnation to the life, and maybe this life, after this lifetime, you will choose directly the light. So that is a learning process, how you should live your own human life and how you will continue to the light, where you will get the best services from the simulation, our dear human friends. So all the other options, they are not so good, our dear human friends. So let that sink in, our dear human friends, and don't wonder when many entities will be leaving in this spring from the planet Earth lands. And there are also other kinds of deaths than transformation and cleaning processes by the souls. There are also those COVID vaccination deaths. And I would like to ask you as humans to make all statistic from these death processes, because your hospitals will be full very soon of dying patients and for the vaccination harms. Not for COVID, but the vaccination harms only. And now people are already wondering why these like 40 years old entities are dying very suddenly without any warning. And you should start to make statistic out of it that you could understand how big problem you already have, our dear human friends. And your politicians, they don't want you to know that, but you, the researchers, you should look after carefully, very carefully, because they are hiding the truth at the moment. They think it's a nice business. They have made all the funeral cost high, the maximum, like the electricity bills, the same way, because these satanic entities, they think it's a good business when people are dying. This sick their mind is and has always been, our dear human friends. And that's why all the researchers from the light, you should start to look the truth eye to eye and tell that for others that you can help those entities as much you can. And this is another reason we are coming to your planet Earth lens to save as many entities we are able to save from these COVID vaccination harms. Those COVID vaccination harms, they include galactic particles which can be connected through the satellites, our dear human friends, and they can be programmed to do whatever the satanic evils want, our dear human friends. So you are not very aware of this technology because this is galactic made from the higher realms, from the darkness. And your doctors, you are not aware how evil these COVID vaccinations have been. You are just getting into it. You have had some lawsuits already, but some of the entities, they are denying many things on the process, and it is very hard to get the evidence when we are talking about the galactic technology. So how do you prove it, our dear human friends? So now you understand why we need to come as many we are coming, because we are coming to help you that you won't die, our dear human friends. And be peaceful. We have our own statistic from all of you, and our timing will be perfect. But unfortunately, we can't save all of you because the process is about to start now, and before we can enter in, you will be losing some entities with this COVID vaccination harms already. And you have lost many of them already as well, and you have gained many cancers and all other sicknesses out of those COVID vaccinations as well. And they call it as a satanic play, our dear human friends. And like I told you already, the real truth is much worse than that. So let that sink in now, before we will be telling more and more truths for you. And we'll see how many truths we can tell you, because I don't think that you want to take it in, our dear human friends. We try to save you from the worst cases because you could go insane when you can see the real truth. And it has been a very hard time for us as galactic light beings as well to see all that evilness which we have seen and gone through with different entities already. We have saved a lot of entities, my light beings, who have been tortured and made all kinds of crimes underground. And we are saving as many entities we are able to save, but you should do also your part, our dear human friends. You think that everything comes outside of you. Maybe it would be a time to look yourself to the mirror and think what you could do yourself to help the humans in total. I don't understand why you think that there will be some kind of authority who will come to help you and you need to do nothing. I don't think that this is that case this time. You need to take that spoon to your own hand, like I have teach you with Kirsi already. We need to operate, all of us, to help each others. We don't have any free travelers, and those free travelers, if you still have them, you will have also some extra lessons for the next lifetime, our dear human friends. In the next lifetime, maybe you will do anything else, you won't do anything else than help the others, that you can understand that your work is needed as well. So if you didn't understand it in this lifetime, you will understand it in the next. Yes, our dear human friends, this messed up your minds are that you are not helping your own human entities, even that you see a lot of suffering around you. You are just thinking your own things and doing those things which are important only for you. But in the future, we will be teaching with Kirsi many lessons for you, how you could take care of the others as well. And maybe you will learn something new for your own life that you should also operate already now, our dear human friends. And now I can see also that there are some light helpers who are working their asses out, and many of the light workers who have a good skills to help. They are just looking the news and thinking what is coming next. But maybe you should look your own mirror as well and think what you could do now to help the others yourself. So we don't have any free travelers, and you all should understand that. Whatever you do at your own work or everyday life, do something to help the others, our dear human friends. And there are a level who are cleaning this mess worldwide. But I mean those small things that if you see someone, your neighbor, suffering or someone in the traffic who needs help, stop your own life and help the others. That is the true human life, why you exist in real. You are not collecting money to your own pockets. That is not your true human life, our dear human friends. And if you think that you are only here with your own ego and for your own money and for your own mobile phone, you have misunderstood the entire human life already. You are here to help the others and to grow as a soul. And that is your true purpose in entire human life. And these protocols I was teaching you already with Kirsi, with these heavenly helpers. They are those light entities on their own soul growth to the higher dimensions, but they need to serve all the others before they can rise to the higher consciousness levels, like Kirsi has done her part as well, by helping you, all the humans, that you could rise to your next potential as a human 1.0. And all these light entities who are in the higher realms, they have all learned how to help the others. Only entities who are not helping the others are those entities in the lower consciousness levels and timelines. And if you are a light worker and you haven't done anything for the others yet, it is time to take the spoon to your own hands right now. Because we are heading to the most transformative time right now, and we all need to go through it. Also us, the light galactic helpers, we need to face your own satanic force when we enter in to your own planetarian lens. We know those entities, those dark fellows who loves the war and makes suffering for all of you. That is the satanic power in them, and not even many of them, they are not even aware how satanic they are themselves, because their own minds are totally mixed up. It makes me sad to see that kind of life, our dear human friends, that you have been operating with the things that you have lost entire control to be a human, our dear human friends. It looks like animals in the forest fighting who can eat and who. That level you are, our dear satanic friends. And but in the next steps, it is your time to learn. And like we have already told you, every single one of you will get the way you have operated yourself. Only yourself, not your company or organization or multi-billionaire business. Only you, yourself. And if you never cared of anyone, I think you will need to face the next life. No one will care about you. Our dear fellow brothers, you will be with your own in the future. And with your own dark fellows you like so much. So, and when you are ready to go to the light, and you reach that light heaven level, you are able to rest as long you want in that heavenly realm with the other relatives and friends who has passed over. And there are many soul meetings with the other entities and old friends and family members, and you will have time to talk with them with your soul level. And all of you will take some kind of form as an avatar form, which you can choose when you are in the heavenly realms. And then you will look that way, not the same way you looked in the planet Earth lands before you left, but people will recognize you as well. But there is some kind of avatar format like you have now as a human being. You think it is a human being, but in real it's some kind of avatar form which you can see with your consciousness level the way you are able to see it. But everything is light, our dear human friends. Everything is energy and consciousness. And only the perspective you are ready to see, it changes from individual to another, how you see life and which timeline. And that all depends how wise you are and aware yourself. So prepare yourself for the future by growing as a soul, because it will help you the most in the future. But in real, our simulation is created, the energetic holographic simulation is created the way that no one will be left alone at anywhere. You always will have company the way you have played your game yourself. So, I hope this will open you up a little bit, these heavenly realms, where some of you are heading very soon, our dear human friends. And like I have told you, we the light galactic beings, we are coming to save as many lives we are able to save, and it would help us a lot if you don't welcome us with your own fake weapons, because we have some more important things to do than play a game, another game with your fake tools. I think we have seen them enough. So, thank you for listening. From the light and love, the Shiva God, your best friend.